God is both the source of infinity and infinity itself, both the Most High and Supreme Creator and the entirety of creation. I revere the Most High, and I dedicate the Umbanda New Earth Ashram to the well-being of humanity. It is my intention that these video information dissemination broadcasts uplifts and strengthens all who view these videos, as well as deepen their gnosis of infinity. Infinity is everything. Therefore, it is my only point of reference. My relationship with infinity is immersed in everything. It is immersed in everything that I am and do in everyday life. Infinity is absolute. It is the only thing not subject to relativity. There is absolutely no worldly authority that I am answerable and accountable to. Non serviam in this world. No worldly authority that I am answerable and accountable to. The Most High, only the Supreme Creator of the universe, is both the source of infinity and is everything within it. And this is not an attitude or belief derived from somebody else, from other books or any external source. This is not something that I learned from Jesus, but rather this is cultivated through meditation, contemplation, and unbending, eternally focused dedication and devotion to the highest truth, no matter whether that highest truth agrees with my or any other's opinion or not. Now, you can arrive at the highest truth of truth by combining the power of your own intention with devotion to the divine, as you understand it. This can, but does not have to be related to any religious or spiritual path. You have this inherent ability within you. Infinity is period. Infinity is period.
Infinity is period.
Anything after the is not infinity, but an aspect of it. One such aspect is that endless expanse of multiple universes and dimensions. In such an awesome context, up, down, left, right, small, big, me, you, me, other, important, unimportant, past, future, are hilariously artificial and relative concepts. What is big? How big is planet Earth compared to the galaxy? Or the omniverse, for that matter. What is true? What is true depends upon context. The only absolute is existence itself. God's project is so huge that it's easy to get lost in it, which is why one fixed point of reference, one absolute and unmoving, eternally reliable point of orientation and guidance remains symbolized as a light shining eternally. That is how I understand infinity, and infinite infinity resounding as a light shining eternally. And the most significant, the prime aspect of the Most High is radiant love. This love is an energy so profound and intense that it has the power to create all of these worlds and all souls, you and I, all sparks of awareness, of consciousness. Now, perhaps, dear esteemed, honorable, noble, and notable viewer, notable as in your name has been notated within the book of infinity. Perhaps this does not sound as any bit of actionable intelligence, as practical, that you can leverage this knowledge. However, it is actually very practical. Let me explain. When a problem appears in daily life, in my life, and I begin to kind of get worked up that my heart emotions, the magnetism of my emotions get going, and then my brain activity, the electricity begins to interact with the magnetism, the electricity, and then begins to create an emotion. Because that is what happens with an emotion. It is energy in motion. The energy that comes about through the interaction of the brain electrical activity, and the heart magnetism. Those combinations creates this energy. That is your emotion if you get worked up. However, I immediately place this problem into the context of infinity. I contrast it with infinity. What is my problem compared to infinity? In moments, I recognize the true depth and height of life as compared to my problem. Sometimes I even break out in laughter. Put into proper perspective, my personal issues are nothing but a tiny dot of insignificance, and I expand and ascend beyond this 3D realm. In the presence of Zurvan-A, in the presence of infinity resounding, this force that creates universes, no problem can persist. Infinity is all that was, is, and ever will be. It is one undivided. The same goes for anything else of light and darkness, duality. But as there is only one, there is only radiant light. Darkness as a thing does not exist. One cannot shine darkness into a room or turn on a darkness switch. Darkness is merely a lower gradient of light on a scale, but it is still light, even if your eyes sometimes appear as if there is none, as your eyes can only perceive a very minuscule amount of light on the scale, the spectrum. All within infinity always changes. Infinity itself is the only thing that never changes. It just is. And I wanted to clarify Zurvan, because, and this is kind of going back to the A Course in Miracles teachings, but the ego is very slippy. The ego is very tricky. And so when I had this, see, I'm doing it right now, but this realization of infinity, I was saying I traded my 3D slave name for my 5D meta-human ascendant name, Zurvan, as if I own this concept, as this is an ego thing. But no, this is identifying with infinity. Zurvan, the infinite infinity resounding. That is God. That is in everything. And it is the only point of reference. My relationship with infinity is immersed in everything I am and do in everyday life. Namaste. Namaskaram.